Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Greg. I'm going to go over a coin called Iota. Goes by the ticker Miota. I guess that's how you say it. It's trading at 30 cents. And I'm just going over mostly the technicals. Oh, by the way, if you just landed here, drop a like. That'd be greatly appreciated. It's all for free. There's some things that I'm looking at least this supply. Looks like all the supply's out. And that's a good thing for it. And it's a coin that's been around for a while. It's, I think 2017 is when it started trading. It's got a few followers. It looks like it's part of the EU. And I was looking at that on this coin. I just started looking at it and I was wondering why it's only on these certain exchanges. I didn't see like crypto.com and all the other exchanges on there. So I think if you're in the United States, it's more of an outside the United States kind of coin. Over in the EU, possibly. And it is on KuCoin. So there's some other things too I want to go over with this on the chart, fundamentals and technicals. All right, guys. So putting this together, where this is going to go is very hard to determine right now. Right over here, I do think it's going to have an uptrend. Where that's going to blast to, that's going to be tough to suss that out. So you can see with this overall trend with this coin Iota, you can see here three-way move up, a three-way move down. This is a three-way move up and a three-way move down. This is a nice. This move here is a good indication that it's probably at least doing a 50% retrace over here, more than likely. And in the RSI, you can see this. It has come back all the way down to the weekly RSI to almost take that area, that whole area out. So that's another good indication that there's probably it's setting itself up for more upside. Where that's going to go to, have no idea. But this is a three-way move in here. So this is an ABC type move. From this wave to the bottom of this wave up to this wave is 1.618. That's where it stopped. So you can see your waves in there. For your C wave, it went up aggressively in a C and also in this A. So A back down B. Can it do something similar over here? A back down for B and blast up on a C? It could. It could. That's the whole thing I'm going to go over with you right now is, does it have the oomph to, if you will, to do another one of those again? That's going to depend on the cryptocurrency market and how bullish they go. So what I have is I have a trend here. Take this off. You can see this trend in that area hits it pretty good. So is it going to go up there? Here's the alternative. Or is this the trend? You can see like it went here. Is it come back down? Is it just going to do a move to this trend? Don't know. I can't answer that question. It's very difficult to suss this one out. The other indication too is in the RSI. You can see here's your highest peak on the RSI here. Okay. But you have higher prices over here with this wave, but the RSI is lower and they came down and corrected it. Now, what are the probabilities? The probabilities is that it could have just sussed itself out. That was the end of it, and then it's on to a new sequence. And this is the move back down, a three-way move, and then it's over here to make even more aggressive move to the upside in that area. Or this is your option, three-wave, three-wave, three-wave. It's back down. It's just going to bust over here. It's making some sort of contracting wedge or contracting diagonal, possibly. It's not going to be able to answer that question for you. But however, this here, this is nice. It's definitely at the bottom for sure, in my opinion, on something like this. You can just take a retrace and off of that leg, it's 786 on logarithmic. So that's a really good area. And just this swing, just by looking at it, this is typical what they like to do off a three wave and come down just like that in a diagonal. I can tell you one thing that I know for sure what this coin is doing. It's making some sort of diagonal. This is a coin that's going to make a diagonal move, whether it's here or it's going to be doing that. Nobody can tell you that right now. So So a nice three-wave swing down, like to here, and more than likely have a good shot of that's finished right there. So we can go in there and check that out. Also, too, where it lands, you want to check. You know, sometimes it gives you some clues on what it could do. And this one is really, you know, this is definitely your area where it's settling in and has a base over here from all this other price support and resistance in this area. So it's really not a surprise that it stopped in this area, the bottom of this wave over here. So that kind of makes sense to me. And then the retrace with the 786 retrace down over here. Okay. That's a really good, with that retrace, that's a really good indication of a wave two, in my opinion, too. So you do have a shot of potentially where this could be your one, your two, and then it's going up for a three, and that might make a diagonal type move or something, you know, similar of that nature like that, you know, where this four will go, who knows? So that's all speculation, but you do have a shot, in my opinion, based off the retrace, the move over here. And this over here throws everything off. It does. And you don't have any indication. I checked other charts indication in the RSI where it was way down here or anything like that to make this whole move. So can't answer that. We'll see over here, but definitely I think that you have a really good shot that the correction was over right there and it's on to something new. And you'll have at least, with a coin like this, at least a 50% retrace on this leg, a logarithmic retrace, in my opinion, more than likely up to these areas, 75 cents. So at least probably was its way up there. As a matter of fact, the 382 up to the 618 be an area. Once it gets past 618 in those areas, then you know it's definitely a new trend, probably up to this trend line right here. Okay, so let's dig into this area over here on a 12-hour chart. And of course, I looked at this, and it's the same thing as Bitcoin that has over here. So your 5-wave swing here for your third wave, and then you have your bullish divergence from that wave to that wave. So more than likely it was finished there. It's on to something new. I don't think it's in a type of fourth wave. It's doing the same thing, basically what Bitcoin did. So sussing this all out, where this wave ended is open for debate once again. Can't really suss this out in this area. It just made a mess. And so you take a look at this, a wave off the bottom, 2, 3 that barely went past it. If you want to say that, your 3-wave swing down for 4, possibly a throw under, came down deep, and then where this ended over here, here's your leg with your divergence right here. Or did it end and keep going up potentially for a 3-wave swing? Just don't know. And then what this is doing over here, you know, is this the 3-wave swing, or is this in a fourth wave? I've checked that out with some Fibonacci, and it's very difficult to suss what's going out over here with this coin. You can see 2.618, so probably a third wave there. And is it finished? You know, so you can have, you know, your pattern is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this could be a fourth wave. So 1, 2, like so. This over here could be a fourth wave. Okay, all the way up there. I know that seems kind of high, but that is potentially what it could be doing. So if you check it out, I'm going to take that whole third wave that it made and do a retrace on it just to check it to be sure. You can see it's right at 382. Take it off log. It's right below 382. It's still tagged it. So that could be a fourth wave. That's a fourth wave target for something like this. And that would make a little bit more sense to me for it to swing back down in this area. So up on the fourth and swing back down at least to this area, because the targets that I'd be looking for something like this is at least right here for the 26 cents, and then potentially down to these areas too, right in these areas, down to the 25 cents. And then obviously your line in the sand for something like this will be right here, right at this area, about 23.5 cents. Okay. Like I said, trying to suss this out up here, if this is an A, B, C, very, very difficult. And with all this too, it made a mess. and getting an estimate on that, you know, that's a pretty deep. That'd be 3.618 more or less. That'd be a very deep 5-way move. Could it be done? Could this be a fake out? It could be. It could be. To me, it looks like an ABC doing a 3-way move up possibly, or it could be done. Just don't know. Just don't know. I would let it suss itself out. I'd let the market correct to see what this is going to do. If you take this whole leg and I pull a retrace, say, you know, if the top is there, you know, 50% is good enough. If it's all the way up there, you know, that's 618. If it's just right there, you know, so it's come deep enough. It's come deep enough, this 50% area. The question is it going back farther to these areas? Not really able to answer that. Not able to answer that. It's got a good RSI thrust off the bottom. Could come back down to make that wave, you know, because on the 12-hour, you don't have the divergence yet. You can't see it, just barely. On the 4-hour, still can't really get it yet. So if it's a swing, another swing back down, that's possible. And is it going to just drag out? And is this your A up for a B and then back down for a C or something like that? That's also an option too. Just this one's a little bit, this is even more tricky in my opinion than Bitcoin, what it's doing. So, and the count over here is like 1, 2, possibly a 3, 4. I think I went over that. Where this 5th wave could possibly have ended is, you know, very difficult to suss itself out. Is it a coin that I would mess with? No, I would not mess with this coin. It's in a chart area where it's too, you know, what is it going to be doing? Is it blasting here? Is it just doing a 50% retrace up here? Very difficult to suss this out. That's why I look at the charts, take a look at that. I go, okay. I'm probably, in my opinion, I'd write this one off and go find something else that makes a lot more sense to me, where I can lower my risks based on the data to get higher price appreciation. Now, that's not to say that this coin over here is getting ready to do a massive shot. It could be. It could be. It could be heading up to $4.40 on this next wave. And it's probably going to do it fairly quick. You know, once it moves, it moves. And it could be setting itself up to do that. Just don't know. It's not my cup of tea. Sorry I couldn't answer more questions for you, the person that requested this. But those are the areas I look for. I would just let it suss itself out down here on the correction, wait for the rest of the market to correct. You know, that's a pretty serious, on the weekly chart, that's a pretty good green candle. And just looking at the weekly chart, you know, you can say 1, 2, and then it could be consolidating in here, maybe hit 27 cents and then work its way out of there. It looks pretty decent. You can look over here, you know, this candle went up pretty good, and then down on these red candles, you know, retraced almost the whole way. So I would suspect it would at least retrace a little bit more off of that wave, in my opinion, you know, to the 27 to 26.5. That's my conclusion of it, but I could be wrong. All right, if you made it all the way to the end, drop a like, hit the subscribe button. Peace.